Guys, I'm just waiting on Jack to, and I don't know if they're going to be able to sing that well, make his way out here. You might be able to hear we do have a massive storm coming our way by the sounds of it tonight. I can hear it thunder, which might mean power outage here in where I live, which often happens because it's getting late and I'm thinking about going to bed. My eyes go cross-eyed then, you probably can't see because of the glare. I'm going to grab Jack before he wraps himself in between the tripod legs there and pick him up. Jack has been the most laziest snake, I am telling you. He has not wanted to come out for days. And I really didn't want to sit like this with the light dead on my glasses, because that's all you see is the light dead on my glasses. Which is not a good look, I don't think. Really? So I'll turn this around a bit now that Jack has got himself out, and I'll try and make him as comfortable while he gets the rest of him out. And I'll pull this down so that you can see him and not maybe me, because I actually haven't done a video with Jack for a while, guys. I know where he wants to go, which is up to the hangout spot, but I'm not going to let him. I'm going to make him stay with his mum for a little while. What do you think, Jack? Hey? He's not due for a feed for a few days. So, and this battery is flashing. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to change this battery, and it's a new battery. Honestly, I think they just wear out after a while, and I'm just watching his butt end a little bit here for a minute. But anyway, I'll be back, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to just go and stop and come back, but I will. Won't be long. I came back, guys. Yeah, over these batteries, and Jack is thinking, woo, she's kind of let me go here, but I need to bring him back here again. And he's a heavy dude to keep holding up, so I'll try and put him maybe around my shoulders for a minute and see if he'll just hang in with me, which might kind of help for a little while. Sometimes I think I'm better off standing up with my bigger guys, as you'll see him bringing his little head round there. Ain't you, dude? Hey. Hey. Hey, boy. I love you too. I love you too. So, but I don't love you that much. Not that much, dude. That's okay, dude. You don't need to panic. Oh, okay, bring him back around. So, I thought I might do this video about assist feeding and the difference between assist feeding and force feeding your snake, because they're very different from one another. And the reality is that we really don't want to do either of those things to our snakes. It's not pleasant for the person that's doing it, and it's not pleasant for the snake either to be experiencing that. And sometimes we do need to do it. We absolutely do need to do it, especially with our new babies, who just don't quite get it. You think that it's alright, dude. Don't go into a panic. Don't just put yourself on the top of my head anymore, Dal, because you're just too big for it. No, he just thinks that he can do it, and he just can't do it anymore because he's turned into a big fat lug, my Jack. And yeah, he's just getting way too big to sit on the top of my head. And I don't think he understands, but he wants to go up, you see. So he's going to try and go as high on me as he possibly can to get up as high as he possibly can. So basically, our little babies sometimes are born and it doesn't come naturally for them to eat, guys. You think that it would, but it doesn't. And if they were out in the wild, those babies that it doesn't come naturally to would die. They just wouldn't be able to survive. But for us, that, you know, when we have a baby that doesn't naturally eat, we do everything that we possibly can to help them to eat. So we do. We assist feed them, but sometimes that doesn't work, and then the next level up is to actually force feed. And in the reality of it, I sometimes stop and think to myself, should we really do either? But we will, because it's actually human instinct to want to let everything live, and we'll do everything to allow that to actually happen. And in nature, of course, like I said, those ones that can't eat would die. But we will intervene as human nature is, and we will help those little ones. So assist feeding, of course, is something that we do, and there's plenty of videos that you can see that will give you an idea of how that's actually done. And be as gentle as you can, and so forth, when you do it too, because that's very important. And remember that it is stressful for your snake to even assist feed them, and it certainly is a preferable way than force feeding them to actually assist feed them. So Jack is going, you're not letting me go, please let me go. But you know, it can be the other way. And for example, with me, with little Layla, she was so tiny that you could not assist feed her. It was just impossible. She was too little to actually do that with. And so it did go to force feeding her. And I really weighed up those options. Do I really want to force feed this little snake? And I chose to, but only the once. And even though she did eventually take a couple of feeds, on that second feed, she died. She didn't regurge. She didn't bring it back up. She just passed away. And something told me something was not right on the inside of her, but I knew it. I knew when she wasn't eating, and she wasn't interested in eating, and she didn't want to eat. So that human nature that human piece of me kept saying, you can't let her die. But she did anyway. So, force feeding, people do it, and I'm not saying that one shouldn't, I'm just asking the question, should we let nature run its course as well? I don't know. It is a question that I am going to ask of you. What do you think? Do you think that we should let nature run its course? If a snake is willing and okay to be force-fed, to be assist-fed, that's one thing. But do you think one should go to the next level and actually force-feed a snake? My personal opinion is, if I had my time over again with Layla, I wouldn't. I really, honestly wouldn't. And I probably would have had her put to sleep. Honestly, I would have. So if I had to do it all over again, that is what I would have done with Layla, is had her put to sleep. So just let me know what you think. Of course, I'm fortunate that all my snakes are feeding beautifully, except for Lily, as you know, who gets a little bit fussy every now and again. But all in all of my snakes have amazing appetites, especially this boy, Jack, has an incredibly good appetite, I tell you. And he's knocking back some pretty good sized feeders now. And as you can see, he's beefing up, and he's certainly still my Mr. Beautiful boy, but gotten pretty lazy of late, so hence why I've actually gotten him, so I use that word, him out. Actually, he came out, as you saw. I opened the door and out he came. And I do want you to know that, at times I may look like I'm whatever with my snakes. I'm not being rough with them at all. I'm very gentle with my snakes, but I'm easy going with my snakes too. I tend to just, whatever, I do. Just throw Jack over my shoulder. But I make sure that he's supported, and I make sure that he's okay. I am not rough with my snakes, and they know I'm not. I help them come out, for sure, of their enclosures, because they need that, and they do. We're looking at everything. They do rely on me to help them when they're coming out, especially Jack. He's getting a big boy now, and he's looking just beautiful, as you can see. And I know that for some people Jack is one of their favorites, so I hope that you enjoy this video of Jack. And I'm going to let Jack go for a crawl around tonight, but I'm going to finish the video now, and I'm going to finish it because I'm hanging to watch The Walking Dead, actually, guys. No, that's not why I'm ending it. I've kind of I do want to let Jack go for a crawl around before he decides to use my head again as a way of getting to where he wants to go. And I have to turn the fan off, and I'm trying to keep him down here. Not that I think he could reach up there, but you never know with Jack. So guys, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your snakes. What do you think, Jack? Oh, he agrees. You have to take care of snakes, says Jack. Hey, boy. Alright, guys. Love you all. Ciao.